Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Reader's Magnet featured author interview, where we dive deep into the world of creativity and inspiration. And our guest for today is the author of the book, Facing the Challenge, Beating the Odds, the Jimmy Mulzet story. So please help me welcome the only one and no other than the author itself, Jimmy Mulzet. So, Jimmy, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Thank you.
And by the way, Jimmy, welcome to the Hive, and thank you very much for joining us today. And to all of our viewers, though, again, what you are about to experience right now is a story of inspiration. And a lot of you who are on your seats right now, stay tuned. And if ever you have, if you want to know where the book will be purchased, you don't need to worry though. I'll give you some links and where you can follow Jimmy as well. But first and foremost, Jimmy, to all of our viewers though who might be tuning in right now, could you please share us of who you are and what your background is as you being the Jimmy Mulzet?
Well, God, my name is Jimmy,
Mhm.
and God, I have cerebral palsy and everything. And I wanted, I didn't want to stay to saying when I was in a wheelchair and I couldn't do anything because it really bothered me. And I wanted, my brother Frankie was normal, and he outside playing with the kids, his
Mhm.
friend, and I wanted to do the same, but I couldn't.
Hmm.
It's just like I'm so trapped in my body, I couldn't even move.
Hmm.
So I'm trying. I didn't like the way I was. Um, I keep on wondering why. Why am I that way? Um, I believe in my family. My mother and my father believe in God, especially me. So one day, my whole family started to pray to God and everything. I really wanted to get out of the wheelchair.
Hmm.
Um, and I want to be a human being. I want to get out and do everything on my own and just get away from being in a wheelchair, having
Mhm.
crutches, having braces, couldn't do anything. So I decided that I really wanted to do it. So
Hmm.
I told my family, and they all helped me. And with the help of God, we prayed a lot, and miracle, miracles, miracles do happen. They do happen, and
Really?
you just got to believe. Um, now I got to turn around and say, no, I don't want to do anything. I want to just sit there and feel sorry for myself. I don't want to do that. So I decided to get up and try, and it worked out.
Love that, Jimmy. And you know what, Jimmy? To all of our viewers, though, this book is really and Jimmy's story is something that's really inspiration. And I got to tell you, though, Jimmy, that your story is incredibly inspiring. And but the question I have here is like, what was the turning point for you when you realized that you could overcome the obstacles presented by cerebral palsy?
Well, the turning point was I worked so hard and struggled so hard to get out of the wheelchair.
Hmm.
When I finally took my first step out of the wheelchair, that was one of the biggest accomplishments that I ever done. My family was there, and I was so happy. And believe I never went back. I never went back to the wheelchair.
Oh,
But of course, I
mhm.
still have a little problem. I mean, with my balance and everything. I don't
Hmm.
have the balance like a normal human being do. But at least I could get around, and I'm happy. I'm
Oh,
happy to do it.
and I love that. I love that. And again, doing things and trying to at least trying to push yourself forward and try to do these things. And you know what? Again, talking about you, Jimmy, and talking more about your book and what your story entails as well. Again, you really achieved some truly remarkable milestones. And again, here's the thing. You've run a marathon and you also met with Pope St. John Paul II. So I just want to ask you, like, what did each of those accomplishments mean to you?
Well, first of all, let's go with the New York City Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I thought to myself, I said, boy, I would like to see if I could do this.
Wow.
It's another challenge to me that I really wanted.
Hmm.
And I belong to one of the groups from the Achilles Track Club.
Oh.
And I asked them, could they participated in the New York City Marathon? So I asked one of my coaches that I would like to try it at least.
Hmm.
You're never going to know if you like it if you don't try.
Hmm.
So we trained. Me and my coach trained every weekend in
Hmm.
Central Park. I mean, it's really hard because you gotta build your body up. You gotta walk maybe 18 miles, 10 miles,
Hmm.
7 miles to get done.
Hmm.
And then every marathon I started, we went out to Staten Island in New York City. And from Staten Island, I walked. I tried to run, but forget it. I can't run for anything. So me and my coach, we walked and
Hmm.
we walked. And with the marathon, you got all the kind of bands outside playing
Okay.
music, all the people cheering you on and everything. And in the front of me, on my shirt, and my coaches, they go
Hmm.
about go Jimmy go, and on mine it say I'm Jimmy, and everybody clapping, cheering. It was so fantastic. I have about three coaches walking with me because when everybody running, they can knock you down.
Yeah.
But we walked eight, and I was on my feet for
Hmm.
8 hours, and I walked the marathon, and I loved it.
Wow.
Um, when I got to Central Park, I got so happy. I saw the finish line, and then,
Hmm.
and then I started to run, and then everybody ran after me.
Hmm.
I made it through the finish line, and I'm so happy about that. So many people thought that I would only do it one time,
Hmm.
but I did the New York Marathon 8 times in a row. I
Wow.
loved it.
Wow.
No matter how hard it was, I never want to give up.
I love that. I love that. And again, it's talking more about talk about you trying to really push forward the resilience. And again, it's having trying to make sure that challenging yourself and trying to overcome these obstacles, which really is really something. And again, talking about this, talking taking the marathon, trying to accomplish this. And again, correct me if I'm mishearing it, but you completed it 8 times in a row. Then, like every time there's a marathon, you'll always join. Then is that correct?
Everybody can't believe it. And they say, boy, you must be a little crazy doing everything 8 hours. But I never was alone. All my
Mm.
coaches, whatever I want to do, they always were there for me.
All right.
And then after the marathon was over,
Hmm.
I did it for 8 days, 8 times. 2010 will
Hmm.
be my last marathon. Then I wanted to do another challenge.
Oh.
I'm always keep looking to do something else. I never wanted to sit down.
Oh,
Uh,
love
so
that.
I did it, and the second challenge,
Hmm.
I walked up the stairs at
Hmm.
Rockefeller Center in New York City. I
Hmm.
raised money for them and everything. Then I walked up. I did that for 5 years,
Hmm.
walking the stairs.
Hmm.
Then I did. the Rockefeller Center. No,
Oh,
the Empire State Building. I
okay.
did that one time. Nothing bothered me. I wanted to get out there and do something else, and I did. But and then after all that, the big moment, one of the
Sure.
biggest moments of my
Hmm.
life that nobody ever had the privilege of going to meet John Paul
Hold second.
II
Yeah, that's the one.
out in Denver. Um, it was World Youth Day out in Denver, and
Hmm.
I spoke on the podium
Hmm.
about my life to the Pope, like you see in the back.
Yeah, I'm seeing the
And
picture.
and after that, the Pope loved it so much. He waved to me to come up to him, and
Hmm.
we both give a great hug.
Love that.
And that was a wonderful feeling. It's just like I'm touching God for the first time. I mean, all over my body, it made me feel so special and everything. And now,
Hmm.
I'm sorry to take so long, but now
Hmm.
I volunteer in church and everything. In St. Monica Church, right around the
Mm.
corner from me. And I'm a Eucharist minister.
Mm.
And I give out the body of Christ to
Oh,
the congregation. And that is most fantastic thing that I ever could do. And I'm so proud of it. And it's another reason for touching
mm. Love that.
God and God say everything is all right. And
Love that.
I'm so happy to do that.
Love that. I really love it. And talking about this, and talking about again, we're talking about your life again, talking about faith, resilience. That is, overcoming a lot of obstacles in your life, trying to achieve what seems to be impossible. But I want to ask you here, Jimmy. Kind of out of all the things like talking about faith, talking about resilience, and what was the really or what was the most important lesson that you've learned about life through faith and resilience? Then.
The lesson is not to give up. Not to give up. There always a light on. It's always what I'm trying to say is you can't give up. If you want to do something, if you want to say, I want it, I want that, well, try it. You can't say, I want it and I want that, and don't try at all. Because if you don't try, you're not going to get it.
True.
Uh, my belief is if you want something bad enough, you got to try. You can't you can't give up.
Love that.
So what I'm trying to say to everybody out there,
Mhm.
whatever dream you have, whatever goal that you want to do not give up.
Love that. I really love that message, Jimmy. And again, it always goes back to the saying, like, again, going back from what you've said earlier, if you really want something and you want to achieve something, pushing forward and not giving up on that dream is something that you can always look forward to. And also trying to find something that you can do as well in the future. After you beat one challenge, try to beat another challenge. And I think that the moral of the story is whether you have a disability or not, for anything, especially within your life's challenges, all you have to do is just never give up, keep on pushing forward, have faith, and always believe in yourself as long as you have the unconditional love in support of your family that can be with you during your whole journey. And that is a very, very wonderful message, Jimmy. And Jimmy, and good to all of our viewers. Then, if ever you want to know more about Jimmy Mulzet's story, again, his book, the cover you're seeing on the screen right now, that is his book. It is available through Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and that's the
Right
book.
there, my bucket.
That's the book, man. So again, and also And also, here's a good thing about this. You can also check him on his website. That is at www.jimmymulzetstory.com. So you can check out his website. You can order the book. You can know more about Jimmy, and you can also get in touch with Jimmy if ever you have some questions you want to ask him. Jimmy will be there to at least give you the inspiration that, hey, it might be the inspiration you need in your life today. And also, Jimmy, if people want to follow you, though, is there anywhere else that people can check or get some updates from you?
Well, the only place that they can follow me is on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
um, and Instagram and Twitter. And like I said, you could you could follow me on my website, the new website that I'm gonna have, www.jimmymulzetstory.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you could always uh, check in ReadersMagnet, because that's where my book is too. And it I get it all over the place. I don't know what, you know. I'm just happy. My part is that I hope that people will buy the book out there, read the book, and take something away from the book that they could help you. My goal is really to, if I could help one family with their struggle, that mean a lot to me.
I love that. I love that, Jimmy. And that is a very wonderful goal. It doesn't matter if ever if a million people can read the book, but if you know that in your heart and you know that you could help one family, that would mean the world to you. And that is a very, very
Megan, you
wonderful.
know that that what they say in the book here. When I
Hmm.
wrote it, the book say, why did you write the book? And
Oh.
the book is saying, if I could help one family out, I would be happy. And that what I wrote in the book. So yeah.
Quoting from the book as well. And I really love that. And you know what, Jimmy, as we come with the end of today's conversation, I just want to tell you this, that I just wanted to take this moment and say that thank you very much for being you and being who you are right now. Because again, what we're hearing right now and this story that we're also hearing from you is just not a story that a lot of people can tell, but it is a powerful and again inspirational story that a lot of people can learn from. And again, you know what? We want to look forward to again for your writing journey, and we're looking also forward to more books that you'll be working in the future. And I've heard that you're currently working on one.
Well, there is there there is one book that I'm working on
Mm-hmm.
now, and it's going to be a children book.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. It might take time, but
Okay.
read it, Mac. I'm doing it, and for me. And when the time comes, they will let everybody know
Mhm.
when they come out. Uh, but then I would have two books.
Two books right now.
Okay, that one,
Then.
Faith in the Talent, and then the newer book. Then that would be it. I think, I'm not going to do anymore, because the reason I say that, I don't know what else to write. Everything
Hmm.
is in my fight book about me growing up with cerebral palsy and everything. And, I'm just happy that I could, um, that I could do everything on my own. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to share my life with everybody. And I hope that they like it. And if they did want to get in touch with me or
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they got to go to Read It Magnum, and they
Mm.
will get in touch with me, or
Love.
you know whatever.
It's okay. And you know what? Again, Jimmy, I just want to say again, thank you very much. It was a really pleasure, and it's fun. I'm talking to you. It's more of inspiration. And again, it shows us that how human you can be as well. And again, right now, you are a superhuman, overcoming these challenges and beating the odds of what it is that life, no matter what life throws at you, you can just face that challenge and beat that thing. And that is one inspiring story that a lot of people can move on to. And you know what? To all of our viewers, though, once again, though, this is Jimmy Mulzet's book. Again, Facing the Challenge, Beating the Odds. Feel free to grab a copy, available through Amazon, Barnes& Noble, and also through his website. And to all of our viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. And always remember this: every ending is just a new beginning in the world of stories. May your reading adventures be endless and your imagination boundless. And as we say here at Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Thank you and have a good one. Thank you,
Thank you
Jimmy.
very much, everybody. Thank you.